Eye on Sun Valley's Athlete of the Week is brought to you by State Farm Insurance. Patrick Buchanan, agent. Sun Valley Associates is the key to your home, a tradition of excellence since 1962. Put our team to work for you. 208-622-4100. svassociates.com.
I'm Michael David with Eye on Sun Valley Sports, and I'm excited to be joined by our Athlete of the Week, Community School sophomore and Sun Valley Ski Education Foundation alpine ski racer, Lily Fitzgerald. Lily, congratulations. Thanks for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You were selected in part based on your first place finish this past weekend in the Laura Flood Memorial in the slalom. Tell us about those two races that put you atop the podium.
The first day, it was a pretty icy slalom, but it was pretty good. My first run was definitely one of my better slalom runs, and my second run was okay, but I ended up winning the first day, but I crashed the next two.
Well, that's all right. You gave yourself, your first run was, you crushed it. You had a pretty big, you had a pretty big differentiation between you and the other racers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, so you nailed it.
Yeah, the first run was good.
That's great.
Thank
you. You talked about the crash. Let's talk a little bit about the dreaded DNF. How do you, as an elite ski racer, deal with the highs and the lows, or as they used to say on ABC's Wild World of Sports, the thrill of victory and the agony of defeat?
Well, I don't personally care that much when I DNF. I care, but last year I went the entire season with only one DNF, and I didn't actually crash. I just blew out.
Okay.
So having a season where I'm sort of pushing more and maybe finishing less is okay, as long as it's pretty good balance between the two.
Right. So you've upped it into another gear.
Yeah, trying to do so. I've been trying to push my limit a little more, so I think that results in crashing, but they haven't been too bad, so it's okay.
Good. Yeah. Well, stay safe, but
yes.
Push that envelope. That's
yes.
great. You finished first in the downhill at Soldier in January. You finished first in the giant slalom, also in Snow King.
Yes.
My understanding is most racers will concentrate on one discipline, but you're performing at the highest level in 3 and 4 disciplines with the Super G. How do you do that?
Honestly, just a lot of training really helps. My coaches have never really been the ones to say, this is your discipline, this is what you're doing. So in doing so, I've sort of become a more, rounded skier. Sure. I don't have a preferred event. I like them all.
Right.
Some days are better than others for sure, some courses, but I don't really have a preferred event, so they're all pretty equal.
Well, that's very cool, doing all those disciplines. You have had a great season, and congratulations on that.
Thank you.
A lot of your other SVSEF teammates are having great seasons. When you're in the starting gate, you want to beat them all. You want to win. But at the end of the day, you guys are teammates. Talk a little bit about the team aspect of ski racing.
I think that Sun Valley does a really good job with maintaining that team aspect, because you look at some of the other teams and they're not carrying each other's coats, they're not really cheering for each other. And we go up, we get all the guys' coats, we get the girls who run in the back's coats, we cheer for each other, and I think that's sort of the most fun part of it, is having that team that you train with, and that you, I spend 6 out of 7 days a week with them all, and we train at least once a day.
And
so I spend hours with them, but it's so fun when we work as a team.
Well, that's cool, and kudos to SVSEF, right?
Yes.
Very, very great. So where did you develop this passion for skiing?
When I was younger, I chased my siblings around Dollar a lot. My mom would take them skiing, and she taught me to ski when I was 2, so I was always trying to keep up with them and follow them and watch them, and all of elementary school I watched them race, and it just sort of inspired me to do so.
That's great. What does athletics mean to you, kind of making you as a well-rounded person?
I just do them for fun. I love them so much. Between soccer and skiing, I don't know. I just think that it makes everybody happier and better people.
Keeps it fun, right?
Yes.
You mentioned soccer. You're an exceptional soccer player. You were all-state for the Cutthroats last year. If you had to choose, do you have a favorite sport? I won't tell Coach Feldman if you choose skiing.
I love them both when I'm doing them, but I think that skiing is sort of my priority. It takes a lot more time for me just because it's sort of my number one sport.
Right.
But when I'm playing soccer, I am I love it.
You love it
so much.
and
Yeah.
And you're doing great, and you're going to shatter all the records at the community school. So we will definitely be watching your skiing and your soccer as you advance in your careers. That's great. In addition to your siblings, do you have professional athletes that are role models for you that you look up to?
I do, for sure. My ski coach was a professional skier.
Right.
His name is Will Brandenburg. He was on the World Cup and the ski team for a long time.
Sure.
And just watching him and listening to his stories, those are super inspiring.
Right.
I also really like Lindsey Vonn.
Sure.
A lot of controversy over that,
Sure.
but I think she's amazing. And
what she's done is incredible.
Yeah, and her confidence is pretty impressive, so she's definitely one of my inspirations.
Well, that's great. I have a feeling you're going to be inspiring young skiers in the future.
Thank you.
My guest has been Lily Fitzgerald, Sun Valley Ski Education Foundation, Alpine Ski Racer, Community School, soccer player, sophomore. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for having me.
I want to thank our sponsors, Patrick Buchanan with State Farm Insurance and Sun Valley Associates, a tradition of excellence since 1962. I'm Michael David, keeping my eye on Wood River Valley sports and Wood River Valley skiers for you.
Eye on Sun Valley, daily local news from beautiful Sun Valley, Idaho.